I was pretty messed up because I was kind of going through a divorce. And I thought, well, the reason I left, I wanted to do my own thing. And so I did. And then I realized how much I wanted to be in a group, because then it was like all upon me. Like every interview, every decision, everything had to be made by me. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, God, I don't want to do this no more. And it's like Henley right now, he's gone out on his own, and I bet he's working really hard. I know he's in, like Jay Leno, he's doing like a lot of, gigs and stuff just to promote the album, and that's the hardest part. Really, that's not me. It's a group of good people, and have a good time.
He mentioned on his A&E special, the live thing, that he says, when I don't know how we get from one of these things from start to finish, like recording an album, that it takes so much time, the project.
Oh, and especially Hanley, he's such a stickler.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you listen to his music,
Yeah. Well, one of the things I remember, God, in the 80s, I talked to someone who was close to him, and it wasn't a bad thing. He just said he's a perfectionist. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, that's the way I am, too.
Is that right?
Yeah, I want perfection, but, sometimes you just can't get it.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes the perfection is, I think either Donald Fagen or Walter Becker said once, and they're famous for being extra perfectionists on their albums, they say you end up overproducing, and they've been accused of that, and they understand that, but they say you go full circle, then you go full circle again, and all of a sudden the album's produced 5 times, and you kind of lose your footing, and you got to be careful of that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think, there's something to be said for that, because you can be over perfection.
Yeah.
And then you lose, like, what is the real feel. But, Hanley always does a pretty damn good job, I got to say. He's always good. Once you're in the studio, you've heard that album so many times. You've heard it the best it can be heard in the studio. And it's like when you're done with it, like it's done. And it's not like I don't listen to music. I listen to more talk shows, but I'm not as political as I used to be. I used to listen to all those talk shows. I still listen a little bit. They make me too goddamn mad.
On radio or TV?
Radio.
Oh, okay.
AM. I love radio. I don't listen to much music like on FM.
Who do you listen to on AM talk?
Oh, there's the guys down here. It's like I don't want to say my political thing, because everybody gets mad.
That's not a problem.
And I really don't care. It's after all of these times of listening and going back and forth and getting mad about things, it's not worth it. It's just you got to elect the guy that you like and vote for him, and hope for the best.
Our sister station's the talk radio station here. We used to be AM, but how AM's going, right? Everyone's going talk because of the quality of and the ratings and the quality of the sound. We have like these psychology-based talk shows here, not as political, because we're not that way as much here in Canada. But
oh, that's great.
But we have like the Dr. Laura's and the Dr. Joy Browns, and people here get just as angry. If someone says the wrong thing, a caller or something, you'd always get that. It mixes things up.
All I want is honesty. Politics is like something I don't want to mess with anymore.
No, is that right?
I'll have my beliefs, and I'll vote for who I'm going to vote for. I'm just a down-home old guy. And old too, and it's so fun. I mean, these guys in this group, like Spencer Davis and Denny Lane and all the guys in the group there, it's just so fun.
Uh-huh. Did you know them, like, in the 70s and 60s? Did you know them all?
Not really. I mean, I knew Spencer.
You didn't know Denny back then?
But Denny, like Moody Blues and stuff,
yeah.
I knew who he was from. But until this group came together, I had no idea. But it's just like it's so much fun.
Do you trade war stories at night after the gig?
Oh yeah, you can't believe it. It's just like old times. Everybody, we're doing this kind of the same thing we did when we were young. But when you wake up in the morning, it's a little harder to get up.